Welcome to today's video on Smartsheet Conditional Formatting. Now, if you're not sure how to set up the functionality, how it works, and how to get the most out of it, then you've come to the right place, because today I'm going to be walking you through all you need to do with conditional formatting in Smartsheet. So I've created a brand new sheet for this tutorial, and I'm going to open it up right now. So first and foremost, this is a project plan that's been created from the Solution Center. So it's all dummy data. However, if you're using conditional formatting, you can use that on any sheet, any grid based sheet in Smartsheet. So in order to set it up and to find all of the conditional formatting rules that you may have created before, or that you may want to edit or alter, what you need to do is you need to look at the top bar here, and you're looking for the conditional formatting icon, which is kind of like a book, if you like, or it looks a little bit like a spreadsheet as well. So when you click that, you're going to get this pop-up appear. Now, this is an example rule, so it just gives an insight into how conditional formatting works in Smartsheet. So essentially what you're doing is you're basically going through a set of conditions and specifying what you want Smartsheet to do when certain criteria is met. So if we add a new rule, I can walk you through this. So add new rule. So first and foremost, the condition. So basically what you need to do is you need to click on each one of these one by one and set up the conditional formatting as you desire. So the condition. So let's click on this first. So select column for condition. So let's say before we do that, actually, I'm just going to show you what we want to set up. So let's say on this project plan, we want to highlight all tasks that are at risk. So at the moment we've got 4. Now, as you can see, they're kind of buried in there. They're not kind of obvious to whoever comes into the sheet. We want to bring that out and bring that to the attention of anyone or any stakeholder that is using this sheet. So we go back into conditional formatting. So basically what I want to do is bring the at risk to people's attention, and do that without having to format them, manually. And if they were to change, then we want that obviously to go. We don't want that to stay the whole time. So what we want to do, go back onto the conditional formatting, adds new rule. So the condition, so this is where you select the column. So for this example, we're going to do the status column, because that's where the at risk is. Now we need to select the criteria. So as I mentioned before, we want it to be the at risk. Now we don't want to select this, leave this blank, because we don't want to apply the format when the condition is not met. That goes against what we're looking to do. So okay, that will bring you back to this screen here. So we've done the first part, so we've got 2 more steps. The second step is the format. So here you can select what you want to happen. Now I want this to really stand out, so I'm going to make the text, we'll keep the text black, but we're going to have the background as red. So it's really going to kind of come to our attention. You'll see in the background there, it's automatically updated, and you've got the whole row as well. And we're going to bold it as well. So once that's done, you basically click off. Now at the moment it's set up automatically to be the entire row. I don't want that. That looks a little bit too much for me. So I want it just to be on the status column. So if I do that and click that and press OK, you're going to notice if I press OK that all the at risk are now in that format. Now if I were to change one of these to at risk, you'll see it automatically has that formatting. If I was to change it to not started, you'll see it kind of goes automatically, because it's looking into the rule, and yeah, that way it doesn't meet the criteria, so it doesn't show. Now the good thing with conditional formatting is you can, if you go back into the conditional formatting icon, you can add additional conditions. So it could be one of 2 things. So if at status is at risk and the finish date, for instance, is in the past, then set it to red. So for instance, if I put this at risk and this finish date was in the future, okay, that's because that's a parent task. I need to do it on a subtask. So if this was at risk and this date was in the future, let's put that here, this won't go red because I've got 2 conditions in the rule. So that's one of the benefits of working with conditional formatting, is that you can add several different rules, and you can do that as many times as you want. So you can make really complex conditional formatting rules. So that's really beneficial of using Smartsheet. And another benefit is if you go into, so these, when you click that icon, you'll see all of the conditional formatting rules that are on the sheet. So at the moment, we've only got one rule set up. And if you click the little drop down icon next to it, or next to that rule, you can see that you have the ability to clone it. So that can be really useful if you want to make some subtle changes. So what I'm actually going to quickly do is I'm actually going to delete this one. Delete, we're going to add a new rule. So I'm going to quickly set this up as the same. So actually, let's get rid of this one. So we're going to set this up as what it was before. I just wanted to remove that double condition. We don't want that. Oh, I've done that wrong. So we want this to be red, and we want this to be black and bold, and we wanted it, oh, I've pressed OK. We want that to just be the status. But this is a long way of going about what I wanted to show you. But the benefit of the clone is that you could quickly change. You could basically set up another one that's very quick. You know, you could just go in here and you could just, you know, swap this out to this, for instance. So that's the benefit, is you can quickly, with the clone, you can quickly alter the rules and set up very similar ones that have kind of similar conditions, but a little bit different. So that was what I was trying to show you there. A little bit long-winded, I do admit. And then the other options you have against each of the rules is you can disable them. So you know, if you don't want it on at this precise moment, you can just disable it if I press OK. So obviously it's not appearing. And the other thing you can also do is you can delete them. So if you no longer require them, you can just delete them off. And if you press OK, then that's obviously going to become active. Now, there is a note at the bottom here. So higher rules take priority over lower rules. So just bear that in mind. That's why some rules might not be working. And that's why, I don't know if you quickly saw there that the at risk was in green. It's because this actual condition has at risk or in progress and applies to green. So that's why, you know, I don't know if you saw that. So if you didn't, don't worry, but that's why, you know, you might have seen the at risk in green there. So that really is conditional formatting. It's really useful. You can apply all sorts of different rules based on any column that you have in a sheet. You can look for particular text strings. You can look for specific numbers or dates. So it's really useful. I'd recommend using it, and it's a great way to bring out data and make it more accessible to your stakeholders. So I hope this video was useful. If it was, please do hit the like button. It tells me I should create more videos like this. And do subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos on Smartsheet or any other project management video for that matter. So with that said, I hope you have an excellent day.